So this is my guide to the 72,000 Tawil video of DDive. If you want to get 72K just for a flex or just to have it on your record. I've done this multiple times in blue and pure Monowill. You see the screenshots in my spreadsheet. But now I'll make a video about it. I did it today. Number 1 on the leaderboards. It's pretty easy. Normally Shania completes his 72K around this time. But that's generally what you see. You see Jellet doing her 72K normally later. Any other 72K teamers right now? Yep, Thorazine. So here's the guide on how to do it on Bluwill or Monowill Tawil. You do on both. The concept is the same. These 3 units I put on Cactus because I believe that Bluwill is better than Monowill because it's less RNG. It is less damage, but you'll live longer. So the trick to this is, before I get into the video of my gameplay clips, you want Magic Hat, and that's it. You want Magic Hat. All these relics are filler because you need 8 relics to get whatever. So there's a tier list on Tawil Arc 1. So this is how to play Bluwill Arc 1. Max difficulty. This is harder than any content you'll probably do because it's 200% damage, 200% or 1,000% health. So how to get 72K, the highest point in DDive, you go to DDive, go to challenge, you max out. So it's 1,000% more enemy HP, so shit ton of more. Remember, it's not 100%, it's 1,000% more. Plus 100, plus 200% damage taken. Don't care, because you're playing one of the best comps in the game, Bluwill. Now I borrow a Riker because we need him to generate us cards and give us relics. So sometimes we're not going to be able to afford to 8 relics, but Riker solves that because his relic counts as relics. Pro tip. Now, you don't have to do 72K. To get top leaderboards, all you have to do is max out the damage and maybe 1 HP, 25%. So this is a lot easier. So before I get into the actual 72K run, I'm going to show you a trick with Greed. This is why Greed is a good relic in the Costco build. So I'm gonna do this. Go in. You can borrow 1 unit, so you can borrow a good Tawil, like my Tawil, or you can borrow a Riker. I borrow a Riker because I don't have a good Riker. I don't spend money. I don't spend a lot of money compared to some other people in this game. And I only pull for units I like. I don't like furries. He's a very good unit. I believe in God Riker. So thing is, with the Greed, you get extra sigil. So if you're near a shop at the beginning, you can just roll. Black Candle's nice for the Magic Hat start. If you don't get it, because if you sell 1 card, no matter what, if it's an expensive card or cheap card, you'll have exactly 80 sigil to buy Magic Hat. Magic Hat or Trickster Hat costs 80 sigil. So you just go out, restart, you died until you get a good relic you want. That's a good tip. That's why Greed is very good. You start out with a relic that you want. That gets your money just enough. So let me switch over. I will narrate a portion of it, and I'll let the fight play through while I step away. In case you don't want to hear me rant the entire video or talk the entire video. Some of you enjoy it, some of you don't. Those that enjoy it, I'm sorry. I might ignore what I just said and talk the entire time, but we'll see. So I already got the Magic Hat, so I'm gonna double time because I had to interact with family during this. I was talking to people on Discord, whatnot. So this boss is very hard, or elite, very hard. So I wish it was a 5 times play for this. So this is pretty easy. I'm using the mouse thing style. It still pops up the thing. Do all that. Remember, he does 1,800 hit every turn. You don't care. I'm trying to do without proccing Death Resist. Riker. I don't know what it is. This is just to play Bluwill. It's pretty brain dead. I guess you can treat this another Bluwill video if you need the resources. That's why it's my trillion videos. It's Bluwill with Riker. If you want a Riker, G-Dog does provide more survivability and everything. So I recommend G-Dog over him. But you can run it with Riker just fine. But it has to be somewhat invested. You don't have Riker's for the card draw, but G-Dog is better overall. But this works. It's basically Mono Chaos Tawil, but with Riker, but with Caucus. So Karen, as you know from my Mono Tawil video, it just sits there doing nothing. Rather than have a unit sit there doing nothing, you have the Caucus, who sits there doing nothing and has a nice Excel to apply Volt. Rather than relying on Riker dice. Other comp, you have to rely on Riker dice or Tawil cards for Volt. Caucus is there, providing his Volt and whatever. So Magic Hat lets you go infinite Tawil with all the fucking one cost cards, so I play it. It's pretty straightforward. Again, the max difficulty, it has a lot of things. So this is max difficulty DDive 72K. You don't have to do this to get the max score. Follow the Munch Guide video for a cheap Saga comp because blue is great. Notice how all the good comps recommend for a DDive all involve blue units. Yeah, Sanga's very good. Yeah. Any other comp is ultra. You're looking at it, so, oh, how do I do this? This is on so much HP. You don't care. You're playing Bluwill. You live. That's part of this comp. You live and you do shit ton of damage. That's why Caucus is very good. But if you're technical damage too, every time he exalts, he does a lot of things that people ignore. That's why I rate him very highly. So barely live. Don't proc death resist because you need the one death resist for the boss. Generally, you want to say one death resist. Arc 1 rules, you start with 100%. You don't need any more. That's why I don't believe in death resist stats. You only need that one. If you need more than that, your comp needs to work. That is my opinion. I've never needed to proc that many death resist in story mode using this comp. Now, other shitty comps, sure. You're playing shitty comp, sure. You need death resist. Not on this comp. So I don't value death resist very highly. Again, this is just due to max difficulty DDive. It's just brain dead. I don't know what else. Isn't it my Tawil isn't even that well. It's not plus 12. It doesn't have plus 12 wheel. It doesn't have plus 12 anything. It's just plus 4. Like you don't need a lot for this 72K. Just borrow the Riker. Just borrow a Riker. Just borrow a Tawil, and you can do 772K. It's as long as you know what you're doing with Tawil, you know what choices you want, you know what the mobs do, you know what to pick. It's pretty straightforward. Like this you take no damage this turn. So red stance. I got the R home Arc 1 relic, which means every instance of damage I generate a shield in Arc 1. So with this, Tawil is pretty broken Arc 1. You just, because you do so many multi hits, your shield stacks up, so you don't really care about white stance anymore. You only blue stance or red stance. So I'm picking a card. I mean, I don't know what's the point of me even talking. Like, you guys saw my other Tawil videos. You know why she's S tier, like, along with Jellet, except for she doesn't kill you. That is the difference between Bluwill and Jellet. Jellet, if you're a new player and don't know much about the game, you will kill yourself playing her. Same with the word scene. Same with a lot of carries. Tawil, it's very hard to like kill yourself till playing her. Throw all that over exalt. First turn. Because he's only hitting us for what? 1700? Might as well be fucking 0 damage. Again, any number less than 2,500, think of it as 0 damage. Yeah, 1,300 before weakness, probably, for all the things. So, apply all that. I'm choosing what policy to double up. I think I choose Spring Verse for a heal. Yeah. Spring versus heal. Once you play the game enough, you know exactly what all these bosses. I think Tawil is the best comp to learn everything about the game because she has access to every boss in the game. She has access to every card in the game. So the more you play Tawil, the more you know about what other units do because she copies their cards. So I recommend Tawil to everyone when they're starting out. If you can pour. She will greatly benefit your learning in the game. Some people will say the opposite because she's so strong that she might be a detriment to her, which is a good point. She is possibly the strongest unit in the game. Not strong as in damage wise, because Jelly does more damage. I'm afraid to say that. Jelly does way more damage. Dorsine probably does more damage. But in terms of survivability and everything, like being able to do everything in the game, build poison, counter, survive, shields, heals, damage, strength gain, feed your family, whatever you want, whatever you're into, Tawil can do it because she's a unit that copies every card in the game and plays it better than the original unit. I mean, if you have someone that can copy your cards and play it better, it's a good unit. Yeah, I'm started with low health. I'm still at the same health because of the R home relic. I know I have that, so I play differently. If I didn't have the R home, I would focus on bursting more and fight differently because I have it and just go more offensive than normally have. So in Arc 1, you can do all that. Now, Riker's E3 is very good in Arc 1 because, again, you can play his cards with money. His strike defense if you don't have the resources. Same as Tawil playing with Eski. In Arc 2, it's less good because you are starved for money in Arc 2, and money is much more important in Arc 2 than Arc 1. So you're not going to be able to take advantage of that, and you don't want to use your money on Riker cards. So Riker got a bit of a nerf in Arc 2 in that regards. So here we go. I stance, and he's going to kill himself on my counter. There we go. So let's see, Orison, you get more card draw. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. So let me skip straight to the boss to save you guys in my time. So this is Alert 5 Daffodil. As you can see, 1,000,000 health times 2. 2 million HP. Might as well be fucking 0. Might as well be fucking 0, dude. In any comp, this is end game comps. If your team cannot eat through millions of HP, your team is probably a shitty fucking ultra team, dude. I'm sorry. Sorry, you're playing a fucking garbage comp. So here we go. Notice how like every ultra team has a Carol unit carrying them. Yeah, it's just a support row. Jellet does tons of damage. All right, man. Jellet does great. But total survivability, unmatched. And some of you want to survive. Some of you don't want to game it out. Some of you don't have the resources to invest in a super powerful carry. If you live, you'll eventually scale and you'll kill the boss anyway. And Tawil helps you live. Blue realm helps you live. Every other realm helps you die. So here we go. Pick cards. Lightning's pretty good. I store it. Although I see a lot of people picking lightning and immediately using it. Use it when you have enough tentacles. I have 4 tentacles right now, so I think it's enough. I buffed that tentacle damage. Boom. Remember, the more tentacles you have, the better. Same with Goliath's decap. It scales off how many tentacles you have. Yeah, I can narrate. I blame it. If you're receiving my coaching, I would tell you exactly what to do when you're playing Tawil. Just message me when I'm free on the weekends. I will help you out. I'll make content on it too. If you don't want me to make content on it, that's fine. You can tell me to not record. Some people are shy. I don't record all my sessions. I only do it if you give me permission. But I'm always available on the weekends. Sometimes weekdays after I get from work before I take my nappy nap. So, well, sometimes you don't have to play it. Again, you don't have to play the Daffodil Intention. A lot of people say this, I have to play it or else. No, 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 no. Only play it when you feel like the debuffs you can handle. So giving her extra shields, I can handle that. I can afflict more vault, whatever on there. I can eat for that shield just fine. So blah blah blah. Yeah, this is number one leaderboards today. I can basically do this every day if I want to, but it's a huge time investment. It takes me like, I don't know. It takes me like roughly like 40 minutes in total if I wasn't, distracted to do it. Because you have to know what you're going against, prep and all that. And some turns you place lower. I rather just PvP. If you're high ranking PvP like I am, you get the rewards in like half the time of doing a DDive. So if you're a PvE player, this might be useful for you if you have to will. So blah blah. High damage, 6 wing. She gained the shield. We did 300,000 damage per turn. So whatever. That is pretty low for this comp. Sometimes you hit like 3 million, 5 million damage. But it depends on how many tetras into whatever you get on a magic hat. I think the most ever done is in a turn, I think it's like around 6 million HP with this comp. Again, it's not a big deal. If you whale out on Tawil with this Bluwill comp with G-Daw, you'll eventually hit like 10 million, but there's like no boss that like has 10 million HP. Again, I think this is one of the best comps in the game. So, oh no, I don't need to do anything. 1,300 shields, white stance, never blue realms, very good. So, get rid of that symptom. Just reading what cards do. Deciding what to do here, if I remember correctly. And the cock is protective. Nice, nice, nice. Get some nice strength gain and whatever. But I'm trying to decide if I want to push her or stall and use my BR here. I don't think I want to use my BR here. That's the conclusion I want to because I have 105% DR. Remember, you start with 100%. If you have a Bluwill, you don't have to roll for death resist anything. I don't believe in death resist. So you get one free death resist to trigger her thing. So why waste it here? Is my opinion. Like, I don't need to waste it here and just push her. So I decided to push her rather than save those lightnings. I wanted to save those lightnings if I could for next phase. So here we go. She has another million HP. So, end turn. Now I got 2 turns, maybe 3, to do that much damage. So she's going to give me that thing. So when she phases, she does 1 big hit that's more than your HP. This is normal if you're playing high difficulty Daffodil. It will do more than your max HP. High level, look at my HP. 1,800. Arc is Arc 1 rules. Arc 2, you have more HP. That's why in every Arc 2 video, you see everyone with lots of HP. It's not because our account level is higher, it's because it's different rule set. Get to execute. No, I am proccing the DR this turn, so I can just heal up. So I don't care about blue stancing or white stancing. I'm just doing damage because I know I'm gonna proc it. Twill result. See what cards we get. Lightning is always good. Divine and Law the strongest. So first card I play. Trying to think what I want. I think I set it with lightning. Yep, get rid of those. Play 1 law. I save another law for later. 3 cost, remember. Order. Play the expensive cards first. Play the record dice, 1,000 strength, no big deal. More damage. Play that and play the 6th wing with Esky. There we go. 700,000 HP this turn. Or 750,000 damage. So, this is the round where I have to kill her. Quote unquote have to. I can live if I go all defense, actually live this. But I just decided to kill her. Because why not? I was just reading what it does there. Or because the intention changes every time where I want to play or not. So I'm just prepping. Even though I can play everything, I'm just prepping. Because I want to use the Law of the Strong card eventually, but I want to see if I can want to live or want to finish her off this turn. So I decided, fuck it, I'm a red stance, I'm going to kill her this turn. Or I would install another turn for no reason. Playing these cards, drawing more to find more wings. Play that dice. Insight, 4-wing, triple wing. Get more memories. Again, if you're playing Monowill, it's the same concept. Bluwill is just less RNG. A lot less RNG. Some of you want to play Bluwill. I recommend Bluwill to everyone. Tell your friends, play Bluwill. This is the power of Bluwill. Anyway, that's it for the video. I got top leaderboards again. I usually get top leaderboards in blue. Whenever I decide to not do PvP. Because PvP rankings, I already have Dominator. If I play one match, I'll have Dominator, because Dominator is 1 to 24. And what's the 24 score is? Yeah, it's 2240 elo. My elo right now is 2700. So I just play one match of that and I'm done. But if you don't want a PvP, you can do this. You don't have to do as high difficulty as I am. I just did it just to showcase the comp. But anyway, that's it for this video. See you guys next time.